Hi folks, and welcome back to Around Our World in 80 Seconds. Last week we did a tent review, and this week we are actually going to show y'all the pros and cons of one of our favorite ways to camp, which is in our Nube. Nube is made by a company called Sierra Madre Research. We love their products. They specialize in hammocks and hammock tents and accessories. And it's definitely been one of the best investments I think that we've made in camping gear so far. There's some pros and cons to it, but I'm gonna show y'all why we love it so much. One of my only complaints about the Nube is the first step of setting it up, which is attaching these skylines to the tree. I haven't mastered the knots yet, and as you can see, it's pretty much as tall as I can reach in order to get the Nube up off the ground enough for Jared and I to both bunk in the Nube. But once you get the knots down, it's actually pretty simple. These straps right here are actually the straps that the hammocks sit or attached to. It just wraps around the tree, threads through the loop that it has on itself, and comes down. And then you'll also see that they have these awesome sleeves that when you cinch them up, it keeps rainwater from going down the string onto the hammock, soaking your hammock. That was a huge feature that Jared and I were really interested in over conventional tarps for hammocks. From there, what you do to set up the Nube is you attach these strings down to the ground to keep the tent basically spread out and not collapsing in on you. This is my only other complaint about the Nube, is sometimes I'm clumsy and I trip over the strings, but other than that, they're pretty awesome. Now we're on the inside of our Nube, and this is honestly pretty much the selling point for me. Jared and I sleep so much better in hammocks, and getting this bunk system together, for the most part, is pretty simple. It takes a little bit of trial and error to make sure that Jared is not on the ground and I am not super up in the air, but getting in and out of this, that's the only other complaint that I have. Once you're in, you're pretty much in. Other than that, this is one of the best hammocks that I've ever bought. It's super comfortable. And then what we do, because it's been cold, last night was pretty cold, we have our sleeping bags inside, and then we also have little bivy sacks inside the sleeping bags just to up the warmth factor a little bit. So the other feature that I really like about the Nube is that it has this gear stash. So we can put shoes. You'll notice I have my little purse down there that holds all of my charging cords right now. You can put backpacks, and it keeps it up off the ground and dry. This is huge, especially if you're in a place where it's raining, making sure that you are able to stay in a hammock while you don't have a tent and keeping all your gear off the ground. Very important. The other gear stash that you see is it has these gear stashes here in the pockets. We had my phone, both of our Apple Watches and stuff in here as well last night, and you can use these for attachments, which you'll see in just a second. And then normally what we do is we string a gear line across the top so we can hang our hats, lanterns, etc. in the tent. We just didn't do it this time because we were only staying one night. The final thing that we love about the Nube are the attachments. Last night it was kind of cold, so this is the winter barrier attachment that you can buy separately for your Nube, and it blocks the wind. That's the one thing about hammock camping that you have to think about, is the wind coming across the bottom side of your hammock and taking all of your heat away. With the winter barrier last night, we were super warm and it was fantastic. And what it does is it attaches to the bug net that is permanently attached to the Nube, and as you zip up the Nube, it zips up the attachment as well. So this is actually version 2 of the Nube, and we are so excited about the fact that Sierra Madre Research is coming out with a new system called the Stratus, where the bug net and the tarp are actually two separate entities, and you can use them together, you can use them separately, and I think it's going to take care of a lot of the things that I said I was having an issue with when it comes to knots and straps and things like that. So we are really excited to see if we can check that out whenever it becomes available. The Nube is expensive. It runs around the $300 range, but it was definitely worth the investment in Jared and I's opinion. Between that, the $100 hammock, I mean, this system for us has been invaluable. We've taken it on all of our backpacking trips and we love, 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 love it. So if you're looking into something that's not as conventional as a tent in order to be backpacking, definitely suggest that you guys check out the Nube. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see y'all next week.